On behalf of the chairman of the Marcus Wallenberg Foundation, Mr. Marcus Wallenberg, I would like to make a short announcement on the 2019 Marcus Wallenberg Prize. My name is Kaj Rosén. I have the privilege to serve as an executive secretary of the Marcus Wallenberg Foundation. The Marcus Wallenberg Prize is an international prize that was established in 1980 to acknowledge the lifetime achievements of Dr. Marcus Wallenberg, who is the late chairman of the Stora Kopparbergs Bergslag AB, now Stora Enso. Each year, the prize recognizes single significant achievement or significant scientific or technical achievement made by one or a small group of scientists. In the view of the prize selection committee and the board of the foundation, the selected breakthrough should have the potential to significantly affect the performance of the forest-based sector. While rewarding the winners, the prize also intends to stimulate further research around the world to increase the interest of the forest-based sector among young scientists. This year, the prize will be given for the 36th time, and the prize sum equals 2 million Swedish crowns, which is slightly less than 200,000 euros. I'm proud to have been given the opportunity to, for the first time, announce the Marcus Wallenberg Prize winner from Austria. The 2019 Marcus Wallenberg Prize is awarded to Professor Gerhard Schickhofer. The prize will be awarded on the 7th of October in Stockholm and handed over by the King of Sweden. We'll now ask Professor Joris van Acker, who is a distinguished member of the Marcus Wallenberg Prize Selection Committee, to give the motivation and further explain the awarded achievements by Professor Schickhofer.
Being a member of the selection committee of the Marcus Wallenberg Prize, I've been key in assessing, acting, interacting, but this is totally secret. I know that Professor Schickhofer did not know a lot about that before coming here. It's not a full surprise because you see us appearing and that gives you already an indication. But there's a motivation behind that. And although you have been presenting civil engineering aspects, I think as world-woody as this one is, probably I should stress a little bit the overall achievement of your, or the motivation of that. So providing insightful scientific and engineering research data, which you did from your PhD on, required to standardize. You mentioned that you're still busy with standardization and already a lot of processing to get to reliable design of timber structures. Your role in developing the material. I mean, you have been key in interacting with the industry everywhere. I would not say you said you've gone to Japan, definitely interacting with key new and the expansion of constructions of wood, getting into high-rise, multi-story wood buildings, something we never expected to be able to do to the extent we're doing today. The Scientific Technological Foundation for extensive research, development, and led to very, what I call, competitive CLT products. This is some sentences we used to motivate why this prize has been attributed or given to you. And there's, of course, a slide where your head is on and where you're pointing at, but you said this is good to have the talk of you before, where you come from and what is your main activities. This is taken actually from the website so that we are not making any mistakes, but you can see glue laminated timber and cross laminated timber correctly dimensioned as full words, as my colleague Peter Baas was asking for. I can also, it's not just also jumbo plywood or something. Probably people talk about plywood on steroids and actually talking about this product as having the positive elements of a plywood product, which I've been involved myself also in, but also the very much dedicated material characteristics of wood as a structure, which is a composite in many ways. And I should not be explaining that to all of you because you're very much aware of cell wall, chemical composition. All these things is actually a nature-based composite, getting into a future material on that. So something on the production, yeah, well-known product. The leading building component in current, medium and large scale wooden residential and office buildings. It's really top of it, and it's already getting it. And in 15 years, it becomes something. I only estimated 800,000, at least the group, but I think your figures are more correct. We are close to, or we are at 1 million cubic meters worldwide production on this system. I took some of your slides. I mean, right, again, you're into it, and already from years ago, you are mentioning how we should do it, and you showed the steps further on where we are now, and actually getting into standardization, just from simple production up to really getting into the material. You're talking about the CL24, about these levels, really using spruce or other wood species up to a level we could not imagine before. So yes, we have getting this material, and what is the most, at this moment, very key, I think, is that we are getting into high-rise buildings. And I would say this is one of the things that I like very much. We are coming into a lot of innovation in the world where we destroy wood to come to innovative products. So we actually have to get back to the chemical level, nearly, to get new products. This is actually innovation where you actually use the wood up to its maximum capacity. I'm not saying fully maximum, really into something we can compete with concrete, with steel, and in many ways. There was somebody mentioning fire resistance. The fact that we're talking about massive timber makes it a very good product under fire performance, without any chemical even. So these are really very good. So yes, you have some innovation, and I'll show you only as the final touch some pictures. I mean, probably know the people, the Brook Commons tall building from the university in UBC, which can be very, unfortunately, still have been cladding it with plaster material, but anyhow, that's because they didn't fully trust it yet, but we're getting there. Skyscraper center innovations in the US are coming up very much, and very high buildings, and actually, Bloomberg recently mentioned the Toronto things and all these elements. I would probably say you have not been able to publish in Nature and Science. I mean, some of my colleagues do, and some of the audience here also. But Nature has been mentioning this topic, and I think that's a good conclusion. It's about science, getting into development, engineering, and getting the work done together. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
May we please ask Gerhard, Professor Schickhofer to enter the stage. So, please, thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can only say a few words. So I was really surprised yesterday evening by Kaj Rosén. Thank you so much for this nice introduction to the prize. And for me, it's really incredible. It's unrealistic to say. And I would like to say really thank you very much also to Alfred Teichinger, a colleague and friend of mine. And of course, thank you to the selecting committee of the Wallenberg Foundation prize. And of course, this is, in my point of view, it's a great honor, and it's a responsibility also to justify this trust, and also to justify this prize in the future. And I will do my best also for the next years, for the active years, together with my team in Graz. Thank you very much.